Oh, yeah, let me ask that. Maybe it's around. He said they're going to.
This is all mine thing.
This is going ahead, so I think you're in good shape.
I just thought about my grandkids are here. I'm talking about a good kiss for grandma. Oh.
Well, you won't be able to do it here.
Were we waiting on something?
No.
Yeah, they turned the
You.
music down.
Is there music on? And Tracy? I am blessed that I have two parents who are healthy and very active in my life. I am blessed every day that my kids have such a good relationship with their grandparents, and they get to see my mom. I mean, I know what I have because not everybody gets to have this, so this is a big deal. Growing up, she was always involved in our lives. When she had her spare minutes, she was showing up as a room mom. She was showing up with hosting our house. If you knew us growing up, it was where everybody hung out. Selfishly, she might have wanted to know what we were doing, but it never felt like that. When you came to our house, it was cookies and open doors, stay as long as you want, stay the night. I had friends that growing up called me and they were like, "Can I just stay at your house tonight?" And I never felt like my house was anything but open. And she was always that way. Growing up, if I had to talk, I could talk to my mom. I could tell her anything. In elementary school, it was easy. You just sit around the house and you're like venting about whatever. It was easy to talk to her. But it was a blessing, and it became a bigger deal as you got older. I think if I gave this speech 10 years ago and 10 years from now, it's different. Right now I have kids, so my reference for parenting is different. And while she raised us, she covered us in prayer. And she raised us in the church, and she told us to go, and she never was worried about other people influencing our lives within the church. She knew that I had to cover them in prayer and let them do what they're gonna do. I can remember my 20s, something that stands out.
We remember.
You weren't there, because that's how the story goes. Before we moved out, we had a moment at the kitchen table. We just dumped on my mom all the crap that we did that we probably shouldn't have done. We can all just draw straws of who's done worse things, but there were things we didn't want to do. And I remember her taking it all in and us telling her, like, "Well, we're older, you can't punish us." And I remember her telling us that she went back to God, like, "Where was I?" And she's like, and God says, "You were on your knees. You were praying for them every day." And as a kid, you think about how cool my mom was praying for me. I have kids now, and they're getting to the age that I can't control them. And that's something that weighs heavy on my heart, those moments. Both of them instilled that in us as kids, is that you can do whatever you want, but you need God in your life. And it's difficult. But the other thing that stands out to me is the marriage that she had with my dad. I can remember a time when we were at church at Calvary, which was great. And I remember just looking over, I'd been married already, and I watched my mom look at my dad with these big old eyes. Like, they've been married a long time, they've had their ups and downs. Marriage is not easy if you've been married any amount of time. And I looked at her and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." And it wasn't moments later that I looked at my wife, and she gave me the same look. And if I didn't have that frame of reference, I wouldn't know what I had. So she raised me, and then she taught me, and then with her actions, she gave me direction. And those were really big moments in my life. And I have kids now, they get to see that. I haven't had all the times to always tell her that, but I'm blessed.
Thank you, Bryan.
I wish I had more things to pass down, but Leah's the only one that got the curly hair, so that's all we got. Even though Isa will claim the blue eyes because she thinks they're from Spain, but we'll see. Mom, we love you. Thank you so much for everything.